I look at it all as bonding. It's a bonding thing. Yeah, I feel going to the toilet in my partner's presence, or girlfriend, or whatever you want to call it, wife, whatever. I feel it's bonding. It's like you should be able to go to the toilet together in each other's presence. Yeah, I mean, there may come a time when you have to. I mean, okay, maybe not a number two, maybe not, or maybe, but I was actually talking about a number one, like just going for a wee. I don't think it's a big deal. I think that demonstrates bonding, you know? Like, I think when you can't, I think there's something you haven't kind of let go of in terms of being free with your partner. There's something you're holding on to that's maybe holding you back from getting closer. In my own mind, I mean, you know, I think it's a small thing. Like, I remember one time with my girlfriend at the time, we were on a bus, and this is years ago, and she was ill and she was vomiting, and I put my hand to her mouth to, you know, hold the vomit, you know, like as she was leaning over, and it's just something that I didn't think twice about, you know, and I just did that, and she thought that, to this day, thinks that was the most amazing thing, but it's nothing to me. Like, it's something I would do, you know. It's you know what I mean. If it's someone you're into and you're planning to stick around for, I think it's things that should be normal, or you should try to make normal if they're not in the beginning, because, you know, you care about the person, and I don't think it's something that needs to be addressed. For me personally, I don't need to address it. I just do it. I just behave in those ways. The only time I would feel I need to address it is when I feel the other person might not get it, or I get a sense of them not being comfortable with it, or not being fully relaxed within themselves or around me, or things that they feel maybe they're uncomfortable with. To your point, for someone like that has that kind of like squeamish thing about them, like that's the kind of person I would feel I need to, you know, to mention it to, you know, rather than it just being a normal thing that just happens naturally. That's the kind of person I feel I would need to. It can make it awkward, but then I like to make them feel comfortable by saying I don't mind, or I would like to, or it's okay, or that means nothing to me, or especially stuff like periods and stuff like that. It really is nothing to me. I don't know what kind of guys some of these women are meeting, but to me, a woman on her period is a normal thing. It's like, it doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? It doesn't make me want to run away or run a mile because you're on your period. Like, you can't be around me, or I get it in a sense of some people have religious beliefs on the subject, but outside of that, I don't see the need to. I don't see why women think, oh, it's so disgusting, like, you know, to express that side of themselves around a guy. Like they can't even mention the fact that they're on a period, or they have to go change their pad or whatever. You know, it's like, it's so nothing to me. But maybe it's because most of my life I've grew up around women. You know, I have sisters, I have mother, I have grandmothers I've grown up with. So I don't know if it's that. You know, but I just don't take it as such a big deal. It's nothing to me. It's so normal. Damn right, you can't stop it from happening. But people want to stop it from happening, though. I mean, they want to stop nature by, like, shielding it, sheltering it, the truth of it away, like covering it up. You know, like, oh, you know, he can't know that I'm, you know, I have to go and, you know, it's these stories around what they're doing, like trying to cover it up. A shame thing, exactly. So what if you're on your period and you need to go change your pad, or God forbid, like, you know, you got a spot of blood on your back of your skirt or your trousers, and I have to be the one to tell you about it? God, I think you'd die. I think you'd die, like, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus, it's nothing. It's nature. Would you die a little bit? I've been in that situation a few times. I've had to tell women that I don't even know on the street, you know? What am I supposed to do, like get a woman to go tell you? Maybe I could do that to save the person from dying a little bit, having a heart attack, but, you know, exactly, just tell the person, you know, it's natural, it's normal. But then again, I can see where it comes from with guys that are the other way. Yeah, exactly, some freaked out guy, well, you know, he's not gonna know what to do. Like, I've got to change my pad, like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna be the one to have the heart attack, right? Oh God. This is what I'm saying, that's the worst. Like, 6 months down the line, when all the real shit starts coming out, like the real behaviors, I think it's good to show that stuff from the door, you know, like, this is me, and I'm real, and I'm natural, and I wee, and I fart, and I go to the toilet, and you know, I shit, and I eat this way. That's another one, like women not wanting to eat in front of guys and stuff. I get it, but at the same time, I kind of don't get it. Like, you eat, like, you know? Oh, I've seen it so many times. As a guy on the receiving end, I've seen how many times, like, women are like, I can't eat in front of you, or it's like, yeah, I'll only have the salad, yeah, I'm not hungry. and you know they're starving. Jeez, man, it's crazy. I get it though, I get it, but it's still crazy to me. Exhausting ain't the word. I just ain't got the energy. Some people, I suppose, have got the energy to keep it up. That must be draining though, isn't it? Like, you just kind of got, you know, it's like, you know, you have like, not Superwoman, what's the other one? Wonder Woman, yeah. You know, she goes and she changes, or even Superwoman even as well. You know, she changes from her normal self to her superhero self, and that whole keeping up those two people, like Clark Kent even, like keeping up the two people, like having to hide who he really is, you know. It's that, or who she really is. It's that whole thing, isn't it? Like that double life. That must be exhausting, man. Like, you know, going back to the whole eating thing, like she eats like a pig by herself or with her friends, but when she's with you, she's got to change her whole eating style. She's got to eat in small increments, like one little tiny bit on the fork, whereas she would have put like 2, 3, 4 times as much on the fork with her friends or by herself or with her family. But with you, as the guy, it all come tumbling down, you know. One day the guy's horrified when he comes in and sees her eating, but she doesn't know he's there or something. You might be hiding the person you think they won't like, and that may be the person that they like more than the person you're presenting to them. There's a thing. They may fall more in love with the person you really are than the person you're putting forth.